Hello friends, welcome to Healthy Bridge Bites. Let's cook and bake. Today we'll be seeing chole and puri in a different style. The chole is made with very few ingredients and the puri will absorb very less oil, and each and every puri will be puffed and it will stay puffed for longer. Here are some few tips and tricks. So let's get started. In a bowl, take 3 cups of whole wheat flour and half cup of suji or semolina. This is a regular rava. Make sure to take unroasted rava. One teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar. This will enhance the golden color, and 1 teaspoon of crushed ajwain. This is completely optional, but it enhances the flavor and it's good for digestion. 2 tablespoons of oil. Mix them well. The rava will make sure that it is very crispy from outside and it will be very soft from inside, and it will stay puffed for a longer time. Add water gradually and knead the dough. It should be a tight dough. Once the kneading is done, cover it with a lid and allow it to rest for 10 minutes.
If you are new to my mom's channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon.
After 10 minutes, knead the dough and make it into a smooth dough. And roll it into a long log and cut it into smaller pieces. Take each individual dough and make it into a smooth ball. This will make sure that it doesn't crack and puff evenly from all the sides. Do not dust it with flour, apply some oil and roll it. This will make sure the oil doesn't get spoiled and there is no blackish flour on the puris. So make it medium thick, not very thin or not too thick. We'll roll rest of the puris. Meanwhile, heat the oil. The oil should be hot. Place the puri and press it gently from all sides. The sugar here will help to give the even golden color. This way it will absorb less oil because we have added suji, and it will stay puffed for a longer time. We'll fry the remaining puris. You can see all the puris are getting puffed up. Now we'll see how less oil it has absorbed. I'm placing a single layer tissue so it will be easy to see how much oil it has absorbed. As you can see, it has absorbed very less oil. To make the chole, this is very easy and with very few ingredients. Take 1 cup of chana or chole and quarter cup of chana dal. Wash well. Here is a tip: if you forget to soak it overnight, you can place it in hot box and add hot water. This will make the work quicker. Only 2 to 3 hours will be enough for soaking. Otherwise, you can soak it for overnight or 6 to 8 hours. You can see after 2-3 hours the chana has soaked well. In a cooker, add 4 tablespoons of oil. Add 2 teaspoons of jeera or cumin seed. One and a half teaspoon of kalonji or black seeds. This is really important. This enhances, and this is the main ingredient in this recipe. So please do not skip the kalonji. Add 4 medium-sized sliced onions. Once it's sauteed, add 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. This is a one-pot recipe and with very few ingredients. Add 3 medium-sized sliced tomatoes and saute it well. Add 2 teaspoons of red chili powder, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, salt to taste, and saute the masalas all well. Once the masala gets sauteed, add the soaked chana or chickpeas. Add enough water to cook. And pressure cook for 5 to 6 whistles. After 5 to 6 whistles, release down the pressure and mix it well. And you can smash few of the chickpeas to get a thick gravy. If you wish, you can even add boiled potatoes. Now our gravy is ready to be served. So here's a quick and easy chickpea gravy served with hot puris. Hope you like the video. If you like it, don't forget to share, subscribe and comment below if you have tried the recipe. Thank you for watching.